Lots of people are outraged in regard to Justin Bieber allegedly smoking weed at a concert. Although it wasn't really like a concert. It looked kind of like a nightclub, Amir. We'll take a look.
I just wanna count a little motherfucking bread. If y'all wanna see
Okay, so he's on stage. This is in New Zealand. He's with another artist. The artist's name is Ray Schmerd. And you saw in the video, a lot of people are trying to break down the video. TMZ broke it down and pointed out that it looked like that Justin Bieber took a joint, smoked it, took a little hit, and then passed it to somebody else. Meanwhile, on the other hand, he had a cigarette. Meanwhile, he's also taking a swig of Hennessy, but nobody's talking about the alcohol or the cigarette. They're only focusing on the weed. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Again? What do you mean?
First musician to smoke weed.
Oh my ganja.
She's back. Sam was gone for a week, and she comes back with a fury.
Swinging.
Okay, stop.
That's out of the park.
Okay, I'll take it. Boop. Okay, so let's talk about this, because what surprised me is when I read TMZ, they said, oh my gosh, he's off the wagon, blah, blah, blah. They mentioned the Hennessy, no big deal. They mentioned the cigarette, no big deal, but then the weed is what they're focusing on. That's the worst thing that he could be doing. Do you guys agree with that? How old is
I think he's 21 now.
Oh, he's 21.
So screw it.
Yeah.
We both noticed this one thing about how he's been caught on a stage.
He was in public. There were like 200 people there. He wasn't caught. It wasn't like a backstage thing.
Right. A stage is what you stand on so people can see you.
Yeah. And
he wasn't caught. The guy, he was at a gig.
Yeah.
He was gigging. And he smoked some reefer.
The burning weed with its roots in hell.
Okay, I personally don't care that he's smoking weed. He's a musician. That's whatever. Live and let live. Do what you want. The issue here, I think, is that the people that he was with, are underage. So that's their 20 and 19, respectively, the Ray Sherman duo. So that's something to keep in mind, because he's trying to set a good example, and he's turning over a new leaf. So I would have liked if he could have been a little bit more mindful. And then also, weed is illegal in New Zealand, which is where he was. So
which is ridiculous.
I don't care if he's smoking weed.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I'm from Belgium. It's not a big deal to me. But he could have been a little bit more mindful given the context of where he was.
I think what's weird to me about all this is just all the outrage. I get it that weed's illegal in New Zealand and alcohol is not. But it's just crazy to me that people are looking at there's such a stigma on marijuana, and then you look at the effects of alcohol, you look at the effects of cigarettes. And that nobody mentions that in any of the articles. Everyone's focusing on the weed, how bad he is. I can't believe he's smoking pot, which is crazy to me. And if this was at one of his concerts with a lot of young fans, because he still has young fans, I would say he should be more mindful to the fans. But this looked like it was at some sort of a nightclub. So for that very reason, I think it's whatever, let it be.
I think you can't officially, like if I was a detective, or
but you are kind of, Brett Ehrlich investigates.
Pop Trigger investigates. if I were like trying to try this case before a grand tribunal, I wouldn't be able to prove that that was weed.
Yeah.
So I think we can say, you know what, Justin, just beware that it is illegal to do this in the country you were in, which, who knows? Maybe no one told him that.
Yeah,
Give him the benefit of the doubt. Compared to how he used to behave, he's behaving a lot better these days.
And do you think he purposely did the whole exchange with his back to the crowd, or no?
I think it's an instinct. I think if you're just grow up in a place where you're not really supposed to be doing that, you just instinctively turn away.
You didn't see anything.
Also, that's the kind of cool move.
Yeah. Yeah, Brett, is that how you do it? Yeah,
I
Brett.
haven't done that in so long.
What a rock star.
Yeah, Brett,
I
with
haven't
those
done
pants.
that since I was Bieber's age.
I just feel bad
Not
for
true.
him.
Months, maybe a year or two. It's been a while, though.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for him, because I think that everyone's going to nitpick things. And I think you're right that, cigarettes, alcohol, that's more serious than smoking weed. And it's...
Yeah, just because they're legal doesn't
mean
it's crazy, right?
I just wish we could just let the kid live a little bit.
Give him some breathing room to prove himself, right?
Exactly.
Okay, you guys, what do you guys think about Justin Bieber allegedly smoking the reefer, as Brett calls it? And we will see you guys next time on Pop Trigger.